So what's up? Which tricep? This one? Lay on your front. On your front. And then is it up closer to the shoulder or the elbow?
This is, I don't do it with my legs.
Yeah. What you looking for that?
I need another pillowcase or something. Yeah.
The table's really tall.
It's so funny you do all the things you do as a male, all the things you do as a youth when you get older, it kills you.
Well, it's really good practice for helping people. People would ask me like how I developed what I do, and it's like I tell them I learned most of what I do from a drunk driver and chronic pain. Yeah.
All that arthritis. I didn't know I've just tatted someone beside the head.
How's this here? Okay. Now, are you having problems more back here, or is it more like there? There. Okay.
Back, you don't have to. It's more of a male thing. But I'm not like being like.
Well, you know, women that are athletes. So I have clients. Matter of fact, one of my clients, she just
How's that?
How are you doing?
How's that? Is it too much? You got to communicate with me. Is it too much? Come on, because I'm going to back off unless you tell me. Is it too much?
No, that's perfect.
Okay. And now, do you want more pressure up towards the head or down towards the feet?
Down.
Okay, down right there. Now, do you want more pressure lateral or medial?
Lateral.
More lateral, right there. Tricep, and it's getting a little bit of like rotator cuff, probably maybe a little bit of infraspinatus. It's that junction at the shoulder. How's that there?
It's a little too much.
That better? Okay. Hey, this stress out my hands. Figure it out.
What are we stretching?
She wanted to work on her tricep, part of her rotator cuff.
Oh, okay.
Too much over there?
No.
Just distracts you from the pain in your tricep?
Yeah.
Big in breath for me. Ah, breathe into there. Give me some more. Ah, is it too much with the jostle?
No.
No?
I just can feel the blood
You can feel the blood?
going away from my arm.
Yeah. She was saying that she feels the blood going away from her arm because she's petite enough, my knee is large enough, there's a compression, it's cutting off arterial supply. So slowly I'm going to back off.
Make mine a lot broader than her.
You're totally going to be able to see me open back.
How was that? Good, I need to use my hands. Nice. And then I would wind up working teres. I'd wind up getting in your infraspinatus right here. Your rotator cuff is tight. And her serratus, other than being ticklish. Does that feel better? How does it feel when you move it around now? Yeah.
Watch my better.
Nice.
Like this.
Yeah, hang on.
How's it feel?
So you want to start with mine?
Okay, you want to do
Yeah.
The tourniquet is a secondary or tertiary component. It's not really what I'm trying to do, and I don't want to overly like mystify it so people like literally I'll show people and it's almost like they want to do blood stops at parties. And I'm like, that's
Well, it's
not
so interesting because we've always, like, I was taught, you feel a heartbeat, get off,
why.
because it cuts off blood supply.
And what tools are they using when they hit heartbeat?
What?
Sharp, pointy ones.
Oh, yeah.
See? Because the tools that you're using change how you affect tissue. I've had therapists have fights with me online, and they're like, using your feet is retarded. They're like, it doesn't make any sense when I've got all the tools I need in my hands and my forearms. And I'm like, oh no, you don't even understand the game.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, it's not about using feet exactly the way that you use elbows. They're totally different structures. This is sharp. Like I will stand on your quads comfortably.
Wow.
And the thing is, what happens to your quadricep with my double feet and 250 pounds? And I have to step off slowly so that the tissue doesn't like recoil and like in a way that hurts. Does that make sense? When you have a broader range of tools, you wind up learning when to use your knees and feet, and then you take pressure off of your hands. Yeah.
Which is what this is all about, saving your hands in the long run.
Exactly. Long term, yes.
I mean, well, Tingly's doing this.
Alright, go ahead and bring your fingers down.
Now, to make this even more interesting, okay? She's on the table. She's fired. Just to ask, regulators probably won't be watching this. Is this within the scope and practice of massage?
Yes. No.
And y'all didn't say anything? So here's the thing. This is where things get tricky, because I don't like to talk about it excessively, and I'm a little careful about how I reference it, because I don't want state regulators to like ban, right? But they never considered, because she said, listen, when I was in school, what were you taught?
If you feel a heartbeat,
If you feel a heartbeat, let go. And what did I just do? Yeah. You compress enough that arterial supply shut off. Limbs and extremities are the big ones, because they're a little thinner. You can do that, right? It seems to be beneficial. It seems to be therapeutic. Exactly what it does, I'm not always sure. But I get really great results in a very short amount of time.
I mean, it seems very similar to, let's say, when I'm working on somebody upstairs. I'm not supposed to adjust anybody because that's out of my scope of practice.
Yes.
However,
Yes.
they can adjust it sometimes.
Yes. So here's what will happen. I worked on her shoulder. She was asking about the chiropractor, and she's like, well, it's not within my scope of practice to manipulate joints, but muscles cross every joint in the human body. When you work on muscles and mobilize someone, what happens? Joints sometimes cavitate. Joints sometimes cavitate. I'll work on her shoulder, work on her arm, work on her tricep, work on her rotator cuff, gently shake out and traction her arm, and what happens? Oh my God! Because the joint went back to neutral. Her joint cavitated. Was I doing an osteopathic manipulation? No. Because I addressed the soft tissue and then just spontaneously she had a cavitation. Does it make sense? You just need to reference it that way. Now, in addition, when I worked at the chiropractor's office, I would work on clients and they would say this, Robert, I don't really like going to see the chiropractor anymore. And I'm like, because I work for the chiropractor. I'm like, why? And they're like, because every time I see you, you adjust me. And I'm like, I'm like, listen, I'll move you around and sometimes stuff will let go, but I'm not, see what I mean? Sometimes when I move you around, joints will cavitate. Does it make sense? We can treat soft tissue. How many people in pain in America on Oxycontin need soft tissue manipulation? The work that we do, exactly. And I think it is safe. I teach and share at Time Massage Jam because I think it is safe. I teach people who aren't even therapists how to work on each other.
Robert, I had a client that came to me and said, well, you know, I normally see the chiropractor every month. And I said, well, how often do you see him, get a massage? Maybe once a year. But yet they're going because they're tense stuff. And we're the ones that deal with the muscles. But yet they...
Who educates them? The chiropractor. Now, how do you educate them?
telling them what I tell them. You know, chiropractic is good care, but
Yes.
with massage, it
Yes.
can be a lot better.
And what I do is I try to scale up and hire a videographer to release one video a day, 365 days a year, and keep pushing and keep pushing and keep educating and keep sharing until the industry cracks open.
Oh, now I'm starting to feel like my arms go numb every night.
Just the way you're laying on them, or?
Sometimes that's really like.
You guys, this is looking good. You guys doing okay? Good? Now, in some CrossFit circles, have you seen where I don't know what they call it. These guys use these bands. Have you seen this? They're used. What is it?
Kinesio tape.
No, it's not kinesio tape, not K-tape. This is something else. They're using these rubber bands.
Oh, yeah.
And they're wrapping their arm and wrapping their arm and wrapping their arm, and then they're.
Wide receivers.
And then they unwrap it, and it's like they're doing it to themselves. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing, except they're doing it to themselves using those rubber bands or whatever.
See little football players.
Yeah.
Especially, you know.
Yeah.
What are you doing that for?
How's this? It look pale. Whew, Lord.
Yeah, she is.
How is it?
Look at that.
The fingers aren't that cold.
Not yet.
And you just want to make sure it doesn't feel comfortable to them. If it feels uncomfortable to them, we have to back off. But otherwise, good.
I can still feel it.
Yeah. Did you have her close her hand for you?
I closed it for her.
So close your hand for me. Then pull your hand up towards here. There you go. Give me the finger. Nice. And then roll open. Roll wide. Pull back down this way. There you go. Is that too much? Okay. And then do this for me. Can you close? Now, when you back off really, really slow, think of a hose.
What about the skull?
What about it?
What do you do for the skull?
What do I do for the skull?
Yeah, what can you do for the skull?
The skull itself? Well, it's a bone. We don't work on bones.
You got muscles up in there.
Temporalis. Psoas? Okay, 10 minutes. Psoas. Did everybody give and receive handwork? Yes? Yes? You want psoas? Lay it on your front for me real quick.
Everybody have a good take with them.